GSM architecture. So, the GSM architecture consists of various functional entities and three main subsystems. These three subsystems are BSS, that is base station subsystem, mobile station, network and switching subsystem. For a mobile we can say the operational subsystem. So MS, that is mobile station system, is also known as the subsystem but generally considered as an integral part of BSS. The BSS is also known as a radio subsystem interlink and it manages the links between MS and NSS. Now, it is comprised of many BSC. BSC means base station controllers. The NSS, that is network and switching subsystem, control all the switching functions of the system. It also supports communication between the MSCs, that is mobile switching center, with other network like PSTN and ISDN. The OSS, that is operational subsystem, it manages operation and maintenance of GSM. It also administrates the monitoring and controlling operation in the system. Actually, in GSM, the interaction between the subsystem can be categorized as operational, that is it provides a transmission and reception path between NSS, BSS, MSN subscriber, and second, control, that is it manages all the traffic handling activities of the operational part and it maintains, modifies, control the traffic related functions. So mobile station has mobile equipment subscriber identity module. Base station subsystem has base transceiver station and base station controller. The network switching subsystem has mobile switching center and home location register, visitor location register, authentication center and equipment identity register. So we have already seen that these GSM services. The GSM system architecture. This diagram shows the GSM system architecture, that is it consists of mobile station, basic station subsystem and network switching subsystem. The mobile station consists of SIM, that is subscriber identity module and mobile equipment. Base station subsystem consists of BTS, that is base transceiver station, and BSC, that is base station controller. Then there is interface, and the last part is network subsystem, or we can say Operating support subsystem. So, the mobile station is made up of two entities, the mobile equipment and subscriber identity. It consists of physical mobile handset or equipment used by the subscriber to access the GSM network. It includes mobile terminal equipment and terminal adapter. The types of MS, that is mobile station, are vehicle mounted station, portable station and handheld station. Generally, the mobile station is available in 5 power classes. It provides information about a maximum power level the mobile equipment can transmit. Class 1 and 2 refer to vehicular or portable units. So classes 3, 4, 5 consist of handheld unit. So the MS is divided into two parts, that is SIM and M, mobile terminal or mobile equipment, and SIM, that is subscriber identity module or subscriber identity module. So mobile terminal or equipment means it is a combination of hardware and software. It manages all radio and human interface functions. It is nothing but a mobile handset. SIM means it is plugged into mobile terminal. Without the SIM and MS cannot communicate with any user or network. It is provided by the mobile service providers. It is microprocessor based entity implemented on smart card. So mobile equipments are, these are portable vehicle mounted handheld device uniquely identified by IMEI, that is International Mobile Equipment Identity. It is voice and data transmission, monitoring power and signal quantity of surrounding cells for optimum handover, power level 0.8 watt, 20 watt, 160 character long SMS. And the subscriber identity module means it is smart and it contains the International Mobile Subscriber Identity, that is IMSI. It allows user to send and receive calls and receive other subscribed services protected by a password or PIN. It can be moved from phone to phone and it contains a key information to activate the phone. So SIM is a removable card that plug into the ME. It identifies the mobile subscriber and provide information about the service that the subscriber should receive. It contains several pieces of information such as International Mobile Subscriber Identity, that is MSI. So this number identifies the mobile subscriber and it is only transmitted over the air during initializing. Next, temporary mobile subscriber identity. This number also identifies the subscriber and it can be alternately used by the system. The temporary mobile subscriber identity, that is TMSI. This number also identifies the subscriber and it can be alternatively used by the system. It is periodically changed by the system to protect the subscriber from being identified by someone attempting to monitor the radio interface. The location area identity, that is LAI, it identifies the current location of the subscriber. Then the subscriber authentication key, it is used to authenticate the SIM card. And mobile station international standard data number, this is telephone number of the mobile. The most of the data contained within the SIM is protected against reading or alterations after SIM is issued. Some of the parameters will be continuously updated to reflect the current location of the subscriber. The SIM card can be protected by use of personal identity number password, and it is capable of storing additional information such as accumulated call charges. So mobile station consists of user independent HW and SW. It can be identified by Intel mobile equipment identity, and MS, that is mobile station, have transmit power of 2 watt and 1 watt. SIM is capable of display the text from the SIM on the mobile equipment display. Set up a voice or the data call to a number held in the SIM. Send the SMS message. Play a tone in mobile's earpiece or ringer. It also establishes an interaction within the user. It also provides the local information from the ME to the SIM. It allows the help to text to the display for the user if requested. It encrypts the data being sent via handset whenever needed, and the SIM card were perceived as a security module for the authentication of user with some extra memory. So the types of SIM card used in GSM are ID1 SIM card and plug-in SIM card. ID1 SIM card is credit and size. Plug-in, it is normal SIM used in commercial GSM phone. The SIM carrier information like IMSI, TMSI, authentication key, CIFR key, location area identity, access control class, administrative information, etc. So IMSI, that is International Mobile Subscriber Identity, it is provided to the MS at the time of subscriber, and it uniquely identifies a given MS. Then TMSI, that is Temporary Mobile Subscriber Identity, it is assigned to MS by BLR when it is in roaming, that is it has only a local significance and it is on temporary basis. The maximum digit in TMSI is 32 and it can be coded fully by hexadecimal representation. The International Mobile Equipment Identity is assigned by the mobile equipment manufacturer for its unique identification. The base station subsystem, it manages all the signaling and traffic between MS and NSS. The functions performed by the BSS are coding of speech channel, allocation of available radio channel to mobile on request, transmission of paging signal, transmission and reception over the air interface.